Don't be confused. It's not Sunday, but all those summer days are starting to blend together.
Yeah, it's like a long summer.
We'll take it though.
Yeah.
Morning sleeping in. We will. We'll take it.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy it for the next week or two.
All right, guys. Better late than never. Are you laying down on the walk? Really? Don's got an appointment and he's rushing out of here. You know, he's not any faster than me about getting out. We just finished up our good breakfast. But I told him it's too bad he doesn't have his Model 3. He could zip up to Carrie in the Model 3. Yeah, I would have sent him in Ruby, except for probably before he gets home, I've got to take off someplace. So, and that parking lot up there is not really great for parking Ruby either. The driveway alert went off and I just knew it was FedEx or UPS or the Postal Service because Don's only been gone just a little while.
Well, I left at 10:45, drove to Cary, did my lab work, drove home in less than an hour. I got home before.
I don't know how that happens. How does that happen?
Well, I had to jump the car off too. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, Don needs to replace the battery in the XB, but he's just biding his time because he's a guy.
That's not exactly true. It's just that I don't drive it enough to keep the battery built up. And even a brand new battery would probably run down.
Johnny and I here, it's 12:45 and we're headed up to Holly Springs. We have an EX Raid Pass for Mewtwo today, right? It's Mewtwo?
It may not be Mewtwo anymore, but it probably is.
Yeah, we have him already, but to be supportive, we're going to go to the raid. Unfortunately, this one is at the back of a ball field, so I have to get out and do a little short hike, which I would not be complaining about in October, but in July it's kind of hot. But we won't have to be out there long, so anyway, let's go and see if we can catch him. So I think this is my favorite fireworks shot from the weekend. This one was taken last night. I removed a little light post over here from the side and darkened up the shadows just a smidge. But I liked how I got the tails and several fireworks going off together here.
It's the falcon.
That was the hawk.
Oh, I meant hawk. Sorry.
Wow, he was right there. And he still is right there. Well, we just got a really good view of our friendly neighborhood hawk and flew right in front of the car. Really pretty. Love seeing that guy when we come and go. So Johnny has an awesome opportunity today. Want to tell us about it, bud?
So, one of my friends had a spare ticket to the Imagine Dragons concert, and they offered it to me, so I get to go to it.
Yep, he's gonna get picked up at 3, get treated to dinner, go to the concert, get dropped back off. I tell ya. Well, I think I was 13 when I went to my first concert. We won't talk about what that was. So, you know, hey, Johnny's, it's time, right, buddy? Yep, he's going out to, well, it's Walnut Creek Amphitheater is the generic name. Somebody sponsors it now, but at any point, I'm really excited for him. Jealous I don't get to go. So in honor, we're listening to Imagine Dragons in the car today, which we do quite often. And today seems like a good day too. So we're at Jones Park now, working our way back to the ball field.
Uh-oh, speed bumps.
That's all right. Mom's already going pretty slow. But yes.
Well, still, no one likes speed bumps.
Right. Oh, and that one's pretty bad too. Ouch. I hurt. So we have so many people here that we get to do 2 groups today.
Don't hide behind me.
I went with the first group. Johnny's going with the second. Pretty day and a little bit of cloud cover is making it bearable out here in the ball field. It's a nice water spot over here too. We both got him and it was hot out there. Ruby says it's only 88, but it's hot in the sun. Over here at South Park, and the sprinkler out there in the ball field puts some perspective on how dry we've gotten here down in southern Wake County. Like I said, there's been a lot of rain in Raleigh, but just not down as far south as Fuquay. And I have no idea what that person is backing up for. I was out in the backyard getting some video of the hummingbirds. Hopefully they were in focus and it looks good. No sooner did I get all my equipment out and set up just right and fine-tuned, and it looks like it's gonna pour. The wind picked up, the sun went in, the sky got dark. We need the rain, we do. Of course, Johnny's outside at a concert tonight, so I really don't want rain wherever he is. Although usually these storms, they come through pretty quick and then it clears up. So, you know, like last night we were able to do the fireworks even after that monsoon went through town. So hopefully whatever it is, it'll be quick and it'll dry up and it won't spoil his fun. Most importantly, I want him to have fun tonight. It is a real rarity for me to cook fish, but I thought I would give lobster tails a try. And yeah, the little black cat, she's at my feet and she thinks the idea of fish is grand. I guess she can smell it. Hi. What do you smell? Do you smell something? Hi. The last in our special seafood delight night is a piece of swordfish. So what did you think at dinner, Donnie?
Oh, it was yummy. Oh, God, to die for. Start off with a really nice salad with lots of bacon bits. And then we had steamed lobster tails. Yep. Yum, yum, yum. And then we had crab cakes sauteed in bacon grease.
Yeah, pan fried them like the recipe said.
And then we had a fillet of swordfish, and it was to die for.
Guess I should cook fish more often, huh?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Those are 3 winners, no doubt. She did great.
Mm-hmm.
She really did.
Thanks, Donnie.
Yeah.
I might have let him have a beer too.
Or 2.
Yeah. So Johnny's off at that Imagine Dragons concert, and, and there's a lot of rain out there and thunder, but I haven't heard anything. I don't think it went over top of the amphitheater. I think they're okay, so my fingers are crossed for him. This is such a, you know, great opportunity for him. I'm just jealous. I'm not there too. I brought up YouTube and I was playing all the videos for Don, just you know, and he recognized. He didn't know who Imagine Dragons was, but he recognizes the song because I play him sometimes when he's in the car. So anyway, fingers crossed the rain holds out for Johnny. We did get enough rain here. I think we can skip watering tomorrow.
It's sprinkled. That's right.
It's sprinkled. Well, it covered the driveway.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was good. But hey, listen, I came across an article today about the Tesla and the EV tax credit.
It was on Inside EV was the website.
Yeah,
Inside
it was a
EV.
really detailed article. They pulled out quotes from the IRS documentation on it and that kind of thing. And because I know Don had a vested interest, I read
Right,
it and
very
then
interesting.
forwarded him the link. So
Yeah.
I guess they were speculating. They thought that maybe Tesla had gone over 200,000 cars in June. We don't think they did. We think Tesla's smarter than to make that mistake.
Well, the language of the way the IRS, according to them, the IRS regulation is, you know, it's basically when you, the state and the individuals take, when the title is transferred is when it counts.
Not when you sign the money over
Not
to
when you
Tesla.
yeah, and an example that they gave that in Texas, it can take 2 to maybe as much as 3 weeks for the title. Once you fill out all the paperwork and you send it in, it could take a couple 3 weeks for the title to actually transfer. And having bought a car in Texas, I was this was explained to me. It's a complicated process. I don't know. My brother-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law lived in Texas for like 30 years, and so they were familiar. So I would tell you that Texas is complicated, but the point is, it's the IRS count isn't when they manufactured the car. It isn't really when they sold the car. It's when they acquired the owner it can't be like commercial. It's got to be like a person, non-commercial type use. You know, that type of owner acquired the car. So it's a little working room. What they were really more pointing out is you might want to be careful in states that at the end, in other words, the clock is probably starting this quarter.
Probably, yeah.
And it's going to end in December for this 7,500.
Assuming it did start.
Assuming it did start. And so you might want to be very careful if you're in one of these states that takes a long time to process.
You don't want to be getting your car December the 25th, I think is what Don's trying to say.
Right.
Potentially, it may be.
Right. I'm not a tax person, and they pointed that out. They weren't tax lawyers either. They were just, the language was pretty specific. And it also talked about penalties of a car company if they
fudge the numbers.
Yeah, misrepresent the numbers.
Yeah.
So I think it didn't actually talk about how you notify, and they didn't mention that, but apparently Tesla and Ford and various different people have worked it out. So I guess the thing is that they were under even if Tesla built more than 200,000 cars, because if you look at all the websites, that basically everybody said, well, if you add all these numbers up, you're over 200,000. That probably, even if they do add up to over 200,000, because of the way the regulations are written, prior to June 30th, they probably didn't acquire.
Yeah.
The ownership didn't transfer, so Tesla is going to, in their opinion, Tesla is going to be fine. But there might be this little be careful on the back end.
Caveat, yeah.
Be careful on the back end, but it was worth reading.
So I'll put the link in the video description, and if you've got 15 or 20 minutes, it's fairly detailed and lengthy. You can go read it for yourself and see what they said. They had some. It was a good piece of journalism, I thought.
Yeah, they cut and paste the actual
IRS
text
documentation,
and then they kind of try to interpret it what they think it's trying to say, and so you can always have a different point of view. And they did say this is their interpretation. Other people's may interpret it differently, but they were pretty confident. And I haven't changed that. I'm sure that the 200,000 problem Tesla didn't make a boo-boo and screw it up and start it before June 30th. That it is obviously going to happen this quarter, so which is what everybody had expected, and I think that's what's really happening.
Is a lot of bubble wrap. Both boys have their fidget spinner. Everyone is clear. The Model 3, and it's
Too fun.
It was time for Johnny to move.
Make sure you can't
Yeah, we passed. My dad always liked that. Yay, Johnny!
Father's Day.
We are all set. Johnny's in the car. He's got what he came for. Hi, guys. There's Johnny. Armored truck passing to my... Things are a complete success. I don't let Don have sugar. Hi, Donnie. We love you.
2, 3.